want us to talk about metadata. So in our head, I mentioned that in our head we can define settings, and we can define properties and then information that browsers or search engines will need when they are searching for information from our websites and other things. So that is what we call meta tags. So in our meta tags, I hope you get it now. Like it's like the meta it means data or information about your data. Like it's more data or information about your data. So that search engines like the Google and Bing can go into the metadata to find certain information about the web page itself. Okay, as I stated earlier. So in order to give it a meta tag, we start when we type in meta, and then when we close it up, it is one of the tags with no closing tag. Okay, so inside this tag is where we can type our attributes. Now that we know what attributes are typed inside the tag, and they give more properties to the tag in particular. So inside this you can say a name, and I told you that in order to give it attributes, you type in equal to and then quotes, and inside that quotes we specify the name that we want to, the property that we want to, the value that we want to give to this property. So in this case, the name can be anything, right? We can give the name this name, you can give a description, and then again we want to give another property, another attribute property called content, and then inside it we'll say this is what an HTML tutorials that we are doing. Okay, so this is just a name that I'm giving to this content, and the name is just a description. You get it? So I've given this name description to the property name or to the attribute name, and I've given HTML tutorials to the attribute content. Hope you get it. So what it tells us is that what we are doing, we are giving a description. So let me just move on, and then you see I can come here and I'll say meta again, and I can give another attribute here. The name for this attribute is going to be called author. You get me? So this is saying the description. Now I've gotten the right words to use. Now this is saying the description of this document you are in is HTML tutorials, right? And now this one will say the author is gonna be what? It's gonna be, then I'll give the content, and I'll say is who. You already know, general, and then I'll move on to another meta. So this is how we define metadata. So we are saying that for this web page, for this website, I want to give the description of the website, and it's HTML tutorials, and I want to give the author, and it's who, the general, and I also want to give more. So I can now say name, and I'll set name to be equal to keywords. It's probably keywords that we are using. You get me? So the keywords that we are using, will be in a content attribute, and I will say keywords like HTML, keywords like CSS, keywords like JavaScript. I hope you get the trend. So we give our name here, so keywords, and then we say the content are these. So we can keep on defining metadata, whatever comes to your mind. But what most of us do, most developers do, is we set the viewport, they define the default viewport we want our page to be viewed in. So when we want to say the name, so we want to deal with the viewport, that's how we say it. And then we say this viewport, the content, let's say the content, then to be the width. We start with the width. We say the width should be equal to the device width. The device width, where's mine? Yeah. And then we are not done yet. We give a comma, and we'll say that the initial scale to be 1.0. That is something default that we do. The initial scale should be equal to 1.0. I think I'm missing a hyphen here if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is how it looks. It looks nice, right? I like this. This is how it is written. So we are saying that we want the width of the device should be the device width, then we want our initial scale to be 1.0. Okay, so this is how we give certain metadata. So in this case, when search engines like Google is going through or is doing this normal search and is finding certain information, over here we are setting that our keyword should be HTML and CSS. So if it's looking for certain keywords like HTML, CSS, it can come to our website and get whatever HTML, CSS it wants, and then it knows that the description of this website is what HTML tutorials and then certain data. You understand? So I hope that is clear. Yes, so some of you wouldn't like to type all of this out. Okay, in fact there is a shortcut for it in VS Code. So what I'll do, I want to show it to you. So let me then comment this out. You understand? So I'll grab all of these, cut it, and then it's gonna be in a comment. Wow, it didn't work. It didn't work because of the other comments in it. Right, you know, there's no need for me to put anything in the comments. I can leave everything as it is, and I'll show you. So right down here, out of here, let me not show it, right on top here, if I want to get a new template, right, for my HTML code, I want to start writing HTML right away. I wouldn't have to now start typing doctype HTML and all that with exclamation doctype HTML. No, I wouldn't have to do all that. All I have to do is just type in doc with the Emmet abbreviation activated. I'll just have to type in doc and then press enter, and then I get that template. As you can see, it has given me the HTML, even added an attribute language to be English, and then it has set the char set to be the UTF-8. That is a default char set that we normally use. And then the HTML, the HTTP equivalent should be equal to it should be compatible. And then the content is gonna be IE is equal to edge. So as we are seeing this viewport, you can see we set the content to be equal to device width and the scale to be 1.0. So all this you wouldn't have to just memorize it, but it is something that most default websites use. That is why Emmet has made it available onto you. So over here you can see that it has given you a default setting to be document. So if you don't want that to be your setting, you can then change it to something else. You get me? So over here you can then put in your body. It has given you your body, so your body is going to be your main container, and inside your body you create your divs to be your divisions, and then you can create other tags from there and start creating your website. So this is a nice abbreviation that Emmet brought about, and it's going to help you code faster. So let me get rid of it for now. And then I think there's another one. It comes with an exclamation. So when you just type in an exclamation and pressing enter, it should give you the same template that we just saw. Okay, so at this point I would like to end here. I'd like to pause actually here. This is not the end. I'll just pause here. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to go through all the tags and all the commands that we've studied, break and mend them. That is how we shared it. You go through them, you mend them, you define them in different ways, find errors, find mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and then I know that you become good at it. So hit on the subscribe button if you've not, like the video, share and comment down below.